How we doing? Oh my God, talk about a hard act to follow. Oh man. Oh, we got a comedian in the audience. All right, I'm ALLIE WOLFE, like you said. I'm a comedian around town, but during the day I'm a caregiver for people with mental illness. Which is great. I get a lot of unique dating advice from them, for sure. One of my clients, I asked him, what's the way to a man's heart? And he said, sing the national anthem. Yeah, that one's not as much a joke. Just if you hear patriotic music in the background later, just me trying to get laid. Sorry. Another one of my clients, Milo, he's so sweet. He asked me to be his girlfriend. And because I'm a heartless bitch, I turned him down. His reaction to my rejection was probably the most romantic thing I've ever heard. Because I said, Milo, I can't be your girlfriend. And he said, okay, well, if you don't find anybody better, I have a can of ravioli in my cabinet. You can have the whole thing. This guy is good. He knows how to pick up a chubby girl. I think I'm gonna keep that one in my pocket. Like, I'm gonna make it an educational experience, So let's imagine like I'm at the bar, and there's a guy and he's like kind of losing interest and I want him to remember me, And so I look him in the eyes, I lean in real close, and I say to him the most romantic thing I can think of. If you don't find anybody better, I got a can of ravioli. I'm not saying I'm desperate, but at some point I was paying $10 a month to be the first Tinder profile people in my area see, so. That's not good. Is anybody here on Tinder? All right. Hot crowd. I love Tinder. I've had a lot of good luck with it. This guy messaged me recently, and it was one of those where we connected from the start. I knew it was going to be something special, So he messaged me, and the first thing he says, I'm going to try to say it without blushing because it's so sweet, right? He said, "What's up, slut?" Oh man, so we're married. Oh man. I actually just got out of a relationship recently. You sound very emotionally stable. I did. I just got out of a relationship. I'm reluctant to even call it that because it was an open relationship the whole time. Anybody here ever been in an open relationship? Sorry. I guess I'm just nervous because I misspoke. Has anybody been in an open relationship intentionally? I've been in several. I just usually don't find out till after, Oh man, having an open relationship end is a bigger hit to your self-esteem than when a monogamous one does, for sure. I think it's because in an open relationship, you can sleep with anyone. And when you end an open relationship, you're saying, I want to sleep with anyone but you. Oh, yeah, that made you guys a lot sadder than I expected. Sorry. You're gonna hate the rest of my set. Oh man, I've been struggling financially too with this breakup. And it's not like we didn't live together, we didn't share a bank account. I just didn't account for all of the hair dye and AA batteries I have to buy now. Oh man. I think that my mom's always known I'm a slut, I say that because she's been asking if I'm pregnant since I was 16, God, God, why? This keeps making you so sad. Those are jokes, but they're not really. Oh man, no. The first time she thought I was pregnant, I was 16, I was in high school, and I was hiding a hamster in my closet. Because I knew it was better to ask forgiveness than permission, you know? It's still a guiding principle of my life. So finally the guilt gets to me and I'm like, I gotta tell her. So I go up to her and I just get really emotional. And I'm like, Mom, I have to tell you something. And without skipping a beat, this bitch goes, are you gonna keep it, Allie? Are you gonna keep it? And I'm like, oh my God, she knows about the hamster. And so I go, of course I'm gonna keep it. What else would I do with it? And you know, when you're 16 and your mom thinks you're pregnant, you find out she's pro-choice real quick, you know? Because she went, well, honey, okay, there's other options for us here. There's other options. And I'm like, you know, I'm emotionally attached to this hamster already. I'm keeping it. So I was like, what else do you expect me to do with it, Mom? Like, I'm not gonna let it go. They don't do well in the wild. Yeah, we figured out we weren't talking about the same thing real quick. You know. I'm sorry, this guy's laugh over here. Did you hear that? He was like goofy. Oh, that was good. Oh man. Yeah, I've kind of always been a shit show, believe it or not. You know, like, especially since I turned 21, I drink enough that my blood type is basically AA. That's bad. I still try to go to church most Sundays, despite that. It doesn't always work out well. I recently went to church after a night of partying. You know, I woke up late and I was like, I'm still gonna go, be a good little Protestant girl. And so I throw on a skirt and run there. And I get there and everybody's staring at me. Like staring at me. Like you would have thought I wore like a Hail Satan shirt to church. Like really staring at me. And anyway, I look down to make sure I'm not wearing that shirt today. And I see that my skirt goes to here. And left over from last night, there's still a dick drawn in Sharpie that goes to right there. Yeah. So at that point I left. Because Jesus couldn't help me that day. Yeah, so you know, I've been having a hard time finding love and stuff, and so, I don't know why I said that so douchey as well. Finding love. I'm a 12-year-old, hey. No, I've been having a hard time with it, so I do have a backup plan right now, which is to be a contestant on The Bachelor.
Oh.
This girl's like, good luck! Oh man, yeah, I do. My plan, you know, you want to make a lasting first impression. That's the biggest thing. So my plan is to go up to The Bachelor. I'm gonna look him in the eyes. I'm gonna lean in really close. And you know, I'm gonna say the most romantic thing I can think of. Well, if you don't find anybody better, I got a can of ravioli in my cabinet. You can have the whole thing. All right, I'm Allie Wolfe. Thank you so much.